There we go. It's Meech with the Hope Dealers, man. So excited about bringing you our new podcast. We are live right now. This is just a little test run. We are live right now from our perspective or respective cribs. Your boy Meech here with the one and only Mac. What's going on, man?
No. What's up, man?
Hey, man, it's all good. So, look, we got this podcast that we're getting ready to do here. The first show coming next week. Next week, 4th of July, we're going to launch the first podcast, the Hope Dealers podcast. We're going to broadcast it live, actually, on Google Hangouts, and then you will be able to grab the podcast, download it, listen to it via our website, also via Libsyn.com as well. And we're very excited about bringing you this offering, the Hope Dealers podcast. How you feeling about it, young man?
Spectacular.
Yes, a man of many words he is. All right, so like I said, this is just a little live run, a little test run, if you will. Just introducing ourselves, telling you a little bit about the heart behind the show and what we plan to accomplish with the
So,
show. So just to give you a little bit of information about the Hope Dealers and what we hope to bring in this podcast, we really just want to talk about anything, right? We no topic is off limits, but the unique thing about our show is that we're going to bring it from a Christian perspective, a Christian worldview, two brothers, and maybe even some special guests. You never know that'll come on and chop it up with us about topics ranging from theology to sports to entertainment, current events, politics, whatever it is, man. We're down to talk about it. So that's what the show's all about. We hope to start, like I said, we're starting next week. First episode, July 4th, and we're kicking off. So we're really feeling good about that. So, Mac,
oh yeah, I can talk
hey,
now.
man, my Ace Boone Coon, the man 50 grand. I've been talking. Tell us what your
Yeah.
expectations are for the show and give the listeners, the viewers, a little bio about yourself.
The expectations about the show, touch some subjects that are just that regular guys talk about. Uh, you know, we come from. I don't want to say we come from a different worldview. I mean, we don't. We have a different worldview, but I'm Christian. You're Christian, so a lot of the things we talk about are going to be coming from that worldview. But that doesn't mean we're going to be thumping you upside the head with the Bible. We're going to just talk, real talk, like it is, not necessarily like it is in the barbershop, but it's gonna be real talk going on as you see my lovely wife at the stove behind me fixing plates. Because it's dinner time in the Mac household. So yeah, that's what it's all about: sports, theology, music, whatever. Fatherhood, parenthood, marriage. No topic is off limits. So
And
current events, whatever y'all want to talk about. We're gonna ask y'all for suggestions on show topics via our Facebook page or Google Plus or the website. You can hit us up anytime. Look for the Hope Dealers on Facebook, the Hope Dealers on Google Plus. Website is thisislightlife.com. Once again, this is life, all one word.com.
very good. Yes,
Oh, you can
indeed. You can
follow me on
also
Twitter at Big Mactastic, Big M. I mean Big B, Big M. So yeah.
got it. And of course, as you can see here, of course I'm Meech, and you can follow the Hope Dealers on Twitter at thehd313. TheHD313. I don't have my Twitter handle listed, but you can follow me on Twitter individually at Coach Meech 1236. That's Coach Meech 1236. The coach, of course, is because I'm a basketball coach in my spare time. But back to you, Mac. A little bio about yourself. You just talked about the wife and the kids. It's dinner in the Macintosh household. Give us a little bio about yourself, where you were raised, what you did coming up as a teenager, becoming an adult. Obviously, you're married, you got children. Give us a little brief synopsis.
Okay, you asked for a lot, for then to say, brief, but
All
here it
right,
goes.
man.
All right. I was raised in Detroit, Linwood and Sullivan Street, Detroit Central class of '99. Um, so uh, Navy vet, 5 years in the Navy. I don't know if you can probably hear my kids in the background, but I got three wonderful, beautiful children, one boy, two girls. Um, and I cook for a living. I love food. Food is my passion. Uh, Food is my heart. I feel like the best way to reach people is through food, because that's like, one of the most intimate ways you can get to know a person through food. So, just by feeding them. So I look to, what I'm saying, like I said, food is my passion. I love it. I do it for a living. Y'all can come check me out at the Roadside Bar and Grill Restaurant in West Bloomfield, right off Telegraph. A little plug for the restaurant. Like I said, I've been married 10 years, so I'm not new to the marriage game. I know a lot of people are, married longer, but I've been married 10 years to this beautiful woman that's right beside me fixing plates. I don't know if she's going to pop in, but, there she is. Marriage has its ups and its downs, but all around, it's good, So I'm married, Navy vet. I support our troops, but I don't, necessarily support our country all the time, But, and I love hoops. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Cool. I'm giving my kids instructions real quick.
Right.
All right.
Which kid is that?
Instructing the junior, man.
Oh, okay.
Bring your sister to the table. All right. So, look, like I said, it's a test run. You're not going to get this on the podcast. We yelling at our kids and talking to our kids. We just got to fool them right now. So, yes, Mac, you the man. Navy vet. Went to college. Got a wife. Got kids. Good life. Good stuff. Little bio about me, brief. I'll keep it very brief. I also grew up in Detroit. Thus our love for the 313. We are an international show. We are a worldwide, nationwide show. So we're not gonna be Detroit biased too much on you. But we both are raised in the 313, which is known as Detroit. Grew up on the west side. What up, 7 Mile? Grew up off 7 Mile in the D. Was raised by my grandparents who instilled Christian values in me. Came up. Graduated from Detroit Renaissance High School. What up, Mighty Phoenix? Graduated from the Ren. Attended college 1 year at Wayne State before transferring to Eastern Michigan University. Also attended Specs Howard School of Broadcast Arts for a while. Been a little bit everywhere. And now, Mr. McIntosh, I'm currently attending or just recently enrolled in William Tyndale Bible Institute. So I'm doing their distance education program, seeking a degree in Bible and theology. So that's a little bit of the background there. Growing up, education-wise, as far as home life, I've been married for 7 years. Max got a few years on me there, but I've been married for 7 years. I have 4 crazy kids, 2 boys and 2 girls, and a lovely wife, and we, trying to raise a family to be godly children in this crazy world. So that's it, man. I work in the mortgage industry when I'm not doing the Hope Dealers. I also coach hoops in my spare time in my community. So those are things that I enjoy doing. And both Mac and I actually serve at the same church with our family. So that's a little bit about us.
And another thing about us is like we have a great rapport, seeing that we've been friends almost 20 years. This dude is like my brother, for real. So, but yeah, we got a great rapport with each other. We kind of like play off of each other very well. He's the more conservative. I'm the more liberal, even though I'm not liberal at all. But on a scale of 1 to 10.
Wait. You liberal, but you're not liberal.
Right.
That's what you said?
I'm more liberal than you.
All right, whatever. Well, that's debatable. And we'll see in future episodes here of the Hope Dealers. But yeah, man, like Max said, we've been friends since we were 14 years old. I think we met when we were like 14, working as
Yep.
teen counselors at a rec center in Detroit,
Shout
and
out
we
to
hit it
the
off. Yeah, shout out Tyndall Rec. What up? It's closed down now, but we got mad love for Tyndall. Kept a lot of us out of trouble growing up. So, uh, but yeah, man, we stayed friends throughout our teenage years. We were actually college roommates for a year, and that just blossomed into a great friendship. We've been friends for a long time, man, and we talk about a lot of stuff. So we were like, man, we should do this podcast. So you're going to get a lot of the conversations that we actually have amongst one another, but we're just going to share those things with you. And like Max said earlier, you will have an opportunity right now. If you go to our Facebook page, look up the Hope Dealers on Facebook. It's all one word, the Hope Dealers on Facebook. We have questions that we've been posting the last couple of days that are actually going to be potential topics for the show. We talked about, we posted questions about judging. What are your thoughts on judging? We live in a world today where people really don't like to be judged. They don't judge me. Hashtag don't judge me. You see that a lot. So we asking for thoughts on that because that's going to be actually one of our topics on our very first podcast will be about judging. I also posted an interesting post today looking for feedback on your thoughts on Mace, the rapper Mace, who left the rap game, became a Christian, eventually became a pastor, and now has returned to hip hop where he has plans to both rap and preach. So we're asking for feedback on that. Would you attend his church if uh if it came down to it? What are your thoughts? Can he do both? So we're asking for feedback on our Facebook page from our potential listeners, those that follow us currently on Facebook. You can follow us on Facebook by looking up the Hope Dealers. You can follow us on Twitter at VHD313, and you can also hit us up on Google Plus. Uh, we're everywhere, man. We're not on Instagram yet, but we will be soon, though. We're gonna get that Instagram page real soon.
You can check us out individually on Instagram. I'm at Big Mac Tastic, like my Twitter handle says. Meech, what are you on Instagram? Well, you don't
I'm
even
actually
post.
not on Instagram anymore. I used to be at Meech711,
Okay.
um, which is what yeah, but I'm not on Instagram anymore. I may restart the page. We'll see. But I'm currently not on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Another thing, like I said, like Meech just said, with our first episode, we're gonna talk about judging. Also, I am a Hoops Junkie. You'll see that in my Twitter bio. Hoops Junkie is the first thing. The NBA draft last night. We will have an official Hope Dealers NBA draft recap.
That's right. Yeah, we're gonna recap the NBA draft. Also, we're gonna talk about the impending upcoming NBA free agency as well. Where will Melo and LeBron go? We're gonna talk a little bit about that and maybe some other free agents that may be off the radar that can help some teams. So you're gonna get a little sports talk. We're gonna talk a little bit about judging on that first episode. Each and every week, we're also gonna give you a song of the week, and
Yep.
we'll rotate the pick. Each 1 week will be my pick, Mac's pick, and then we'll have a pick from our listeners or our viewers. So whether that comes from Twitter or Facebook, any feedback you send, what you're listening to that's hot, that's tight,
And, and
whatever,
people
whatever, what's
try to keep
slapping, whatever the word is used these days.
try to keep
What
it
were you
clean.
saying? Yeah, we definitely gonna keep it clean. It doesn't necessarily have to be a song from the Christian world. Um, maybe preferably, but we got open minds, man. We will hear out whatever picks you may have, and we might have to make executive decisions to use it or not. But what we probably are gonna do, because we're really fans, particularly of the Christian genre of hip hop, and some of you guys that may be tuning into our show for the first time may not have heard of some of these really good artists that are really good artists that just so happen to be Christians, but they're really good artists that make really good music. And we're gonna feature and highlight some of those guys on the show. Now, the bad news for those that will watch via Google Hangouts or via YouTube Live is that you won't get to hear the song of the week on the Google Plus or the Google Hangout or live on YouTube. You will be able to listen to the podcast and actually be able to hear the song. So that will be a benefit for the podcast listeners. You'll be able to actually hear the song. We'll introduce, of course, the song of the week here on the live YouTube broadcast, but you'll actually be able to listen to the show on the podcast as it airs. So, man, 1 week from today, the very first episode of the Hope Dealers podcast will go down. 1 week from today. Matt, before we sign off, man, do you have any parting words?
Check us out on our first episode. And follow me on Twitter at BigMactastic. Follow the Hope Dealers.
Show him that lower third. Show him that lower third once again.
Oh, yeah. Check it out. Boom. There's the information. And,
all right.
And we can talk about food. We can talk about sports. We can talk tech. I'm a tech head, too. You know, whatever. Health, weight loss, you know, fitness, whatever. You know. So check us out. Tune in every week. You know, we're looking to do big things with this.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, look, again, this is just a test run. We're just kind of playing around with the Google Hangouts, wanting to make sure that Mac's internet connection would actually work and be stable for a podcast. So be on the lookout, man. Next week, the Hope Dealers are coming. I'm Meech. My homeboy Mac is with me each and every week. Be sure to check us out again. The Hope Dealers on Facebook, at the HD313 on Twitter. Our website is This Is Light Life. All one word. LIGHTLIFE. ThisIsLightLife.com. Be sure to check us out. The Hope Dealers, we're coming next week, baby. We're signing off. Peace.